Hi there, in this video we will talk about hidden content, redirect chains and keyword spamming. So let's take for an example redirect chains. If you go into this URL, which is http://status.io, and type in the root of your domain name and click on check status, the tool will display all the redirect chains from that root URL. So in this case, as you can see, there's one redirect chain, a 301 leading to 200. Now, we'll talk a little bit in depth about these status codes in some of the advanced material we'll do in a follow-up course. But basically what that means is there is one redirect pointing from the root URL, which is zenacademy.com.au, to the final one. Now, as long as you have one redirect, you're fine. But if you have more than one redirect, that usually implies that there's some setting that you can apply at the server level to be able to reduce that to one redirect. Now, why is this important? Because Google will treat each domain, each URL as its own domain. So zenacademy.com.au is different to www.zenacademy.com.au, which is sort of a subfolder or a subdomain, which is also maybe different to another domain that you might end up having. So you want to make sure that from the root URL to the final URL, there's only one redirect chain. And if that's not the case, then you obviously want to talk to your server guy or your hosting company to be able to fix that. Keyword spamming. So when you have a large chunk of text and you see here for an example types of fire pits, they just keep using the word fire pits, fire pits, fire pits, fire pit table, tables, and so on and so forth so many times. So within a chunk of 4 paragraph text, they've used that word probably about 25 times. That's obviously keyword spamming, and Google is capable of recognizing this and usually demotes the results that end up spamming the search results like that. Anchor text spamming as well, that's just an extension to keyword spamming. So for an example, the anchor text is the text used to denote a link. So in this case, table condiment is the text that leads to the link, which is the table condiment page. So you don't want to be spamming that anchor text either. Oftentimes we see sites where they use table condiment at the start, and then have table condiment leading to the same link a few times across the page. So obviously that's again anchor text spamming. But not only that, they may even end up using a different anchor text for the same link across the page. So Google just uses the first link and the first anchor text and then ignores the rest. So obviously you want to be careful there. You don't want to be spamming the anchor text a lot, and so that you obviously ensuring the best practices for your user and for Google to follow. So that's a bit about redirect chains, keyword spamming, and obviously anchor text spamming.